Hello, welcome, I'm Diablo. This is episode number 6, my road to glory to the FPL. I am tempted to change the channel or the series name to Road to Failure, but we'll probably do that halfway through the season when I do fail, which is inevitable. Anyway, hopefully you watched episode number 5 of my tips and common mistakes. We're going to clean them up today, there's only 5 to go, and we're going to start off straight away, premium players. This one for me is a little bit like episode number 5 in fantasy, but premium players. So easy to do. If anything, if you're like me, it's literally like being that kid. You know when you go in that sweet shop? All those top class players staring at you. They want to be selected. They need you to take them. But having too many means you're literally just sticking your feet into some very awkward water. Shark infested water. Piranha infested water. And you could end up quite easily with a side that looks extremely ropey. Yep, that's the easiest way I can put it. Ropey. No, actually no. Diabolical. Yep, diabolical. It hasn't worked out for me. I got carried away on a few occasions. I think we all have we not? Please post in the comment section below that you have got carried away as I have. If you haven't, well, fair play, I'm just useless. I fully understand that. So I personally feel you can probably get away easily with 2, without a shadow of a doubt. Maybe 3 if you really think it out and construct it well. That's what I'm limiting myself to. The absolute max is 3. I can't tell you how many bad teams are built. I really can't. It'll be too embarrassing. Really would. It'll be too embarrassing. So next, we're going to go for tinkering. Yes, tinkering. You build a side, it looks good. Then you start to tinker. What if I do this? What if I do that? You take something that is balanced and looks pretty decent on paper. It covers all the bases. You've got your fantasy. You've got your limited premium. But you still find yourself having to tinker. Don't over tinker. Look, okay, come on. Tinker? Yes. Don't over tinker. Because you just end up taking yourself so many steps backwards that it's absolutely pointless. And then like me, or maybe not like me, you then sit there looking at a team that you built and you think, that's actually rubbish. But it's not. It's actually really good. I found myself going back to probably about my 6th or 7th draft that I writ down. And I keep going back to it and I keep looking at it and going, that's actually really solid. Why did I tinker? Why did I do 8, 9, 10, 11? Why did I tinker? Why did I do 12? Why did I do 13? I'm not even going to tell you how many I did. But why did I tinker? There was no need to tinker. No need to tinker. So please, whatever you do not over tinker at all. It's a recipe for disaster. It really is a recipe for disaster. I understand a little bit of tinkering here and there. You know, perhaps to get that extra player in who you truly believe in. But don't over tinker. Please, please, please don't over tinker. Now a tip. Fixtures. We can't have it all being negative. We only had 2 negatives last video, so we have got to have 3 in this one. So I do apologise. Fixtures. This is a tip. Look at the fixture weeks. Plan your strategy around the fixture weeks. But not like week 1, week 2, week 3. You've got to be looking... See, this is the question I still ask myself. Do I plan 1 to 5, 6 to 10? I'm thinking I'm going to roughly plan around 5 fixtures at a time. I don't know if I have the ability to do it on 6, 7, 8. I think I might be just exceeding myself. I think 5 is like a good starting point. I think 5 is solid, hopefully solid. I'm sure there's a few FPL veterans laughing and saying, if you don't do it on 7 or 8, you're having a laugh, son. I actually haven't watched any FPL content, so I don't know. But I will do before the season starts. I think I will do. I need to find a decent channel, to be fair. So if anyone knows a decent FPL channel, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be interested to take a sneak peek before the season. But yes, definitely fixtures. Something I looked at when I was building... when I was over tinkering, I'll be honest. And I was looking at the fixtures in great detail. And it just made it 100 times worse. It made my tinkering just go off in a different strand and just... destroy everything I'd done. And again, I just kept going back to that same team that is pretty solid. I think it's solid. We'll see. So definitely, don't over tinker. What can we have next? Ooh, yes. Deadlines. Failing to prepare will lead to failure. We've got to prep for every single deadline. It's a little bit like planning, but you have got to remember those deadlines. You have got to remember those deadlines. You need to set an alarm just for the deadlines. I mean, planning is slightly different because you're planning towards those deadlines, but the deadlines you've got to make sure you nail it. Don't do it too early. Don't do it too late. Obviously, don't do it too late. Good God, do not do it too late. You get 90 minutes before the game kicks off in that game week. Remember that. Got to remember those deadlines. You miss one deadline, that could seriously ruin your season. Well, no, it can't. It's 38 weeks. See, look, come on. What have I just done? It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. See how bad I am? I'm literally going to fail this season catastrophically. Which leads me to my last one, which is Force. Yes, you've got to find that inner Sith. that inner Jedi. Use the Force. Trust your gut. Trust your gut instincts on player picks. No, I'm not thinking about Kante nor Declan Rice. All right, come on. I said trust. You've got to remember the fantasy head. Trust your instincts. Have fun with it. If you want to take it seriously, take it seriously. I'm taking it seriously. Not Urba seriously, but seriously. Plus, if I tell you I'm not taking Urba seriously and I come like, top 1,000, why do I keep saying that? Why have I said that before? If I come decent, the top 1 million, I'll be chuffed. I don't even know what to expect. I'm being honest. I really don't know what to expect. But just trust yourself. Have fun with it. It's purely a game. It's purely a game. It's fun. Remember, stay calm. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Adapt. So before we go, and if you were paying attention, we have one left. Yes, just the one. And this is going to be the bench. Okay, all I can say about the bench, and this is probably a mistake that I've made in the early part when I was doing my drafts, investing too much money on the bench. Don't over-invest on the bench. I don't see the point of buying players that are expensive. Buy the cheapest ones, but try and buy the cheapest ones who have a chance of playing. The likes of Jack Colback at Nottingham Forest. He's probably going to get the most minutes that I can see from that sort of value. You've got Pereira, who's gone to Fulham. Again, he's going to get a lot of minutes. He's going to be a starter. And then it's a choice between anyone out of the defenders, probably Williams from Forest, goalkeeper. That's just whoever you fancy. You can go like for team with goalkeeper, so their first keeper, their backup keeper, if he's cheap enough. But honestly, do not invest too much money in your bench. There's no need. It's pointless. Invest it in your main 11, but just keep in mind that the cheap players that you have on the bench will need to give you some minutes at some time, some part of a rotation, for suspension, or anything, unless you're just going to constantly transfer players out with your one free transfer. But that's entirely up to you. It's all down to strategy. But I would definitely not recommend investing heavily in your bench. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're enjoying the content coming for the FPL. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be really, really good fun. I'm really getting nervous for the start of the season. And being honest, I just want it to start. I want to get into it. I want to have fun with it. And I want to see how badly I can do in season 1 and what my benchmark will be for season 2. But there's a long way to go before I have to worry about that. So anyway, as normal, until next time.